I have no doubt in my mind that the restriction that was issued in Antigua as at the end of last year, effective January of this year, was as a result of this issue. Because I know because we are right at the top of the alphabet. They wrote to us since August of last year. I believe we're probably the first country they wrote to after they had did the deal with El Salvador. And we wrote back to them and said to them, okay, we'll take 10, but they should not be criminals. We like to see their medical history and so on. They must have a skill.
What did they want to send in terms of the numbers?
Well, at that time they didn't indicate any numbers. All they wanted to do was accept, to have a memorandum of understanding, which they said at the time was not binding, and that we'll accept, that we'll take them. But when we observed what would have happened in El Salvador, in which they took criminals, I said to Saran, look, we have to be very careful. If we just sign this memorandum of understanding without any preconditions, we may end up getting a ton of criminals. I asked Ron what to do with them. So I told Ron, hey, look, this is what I want you to put in the agreement, which he did, signed, sent to the State Department. And I'm told that someone from the White House called and to find out whether or not we signed it in December. And even though we had indicated that we'll sign, but we'll not take more than 10 and so on. I'm told that after that, a proclamation was issued. So from all indications, that was the issue, probably to bully us into signing. The reason why we signed in December, that's an MOU. That's a memorandum of understanding. Up to this day, we haven't signed an agreement. The reason why we signed at the time, because we were advised that the only possible cause why the restrictions are issued against us in December of last year is because we had not signed. Again, we will accept. Let me make it abundantly clear. The issue is not whether or not we're going to accept. We will accept. The intention is that they will transit to their home country.
Okay. So
there are many people who argue, why not send them directly to the home country?
Exactly.
But I have suspect a number of them for various reasons.
cannot go to their home
Precisely.
country.
And by the way, the United States itself argued too that the reason why they can't send back some of them because already they can't go back to their home country. So clearly we'll get stuck with those individuals who can't go back to their home country. And on issue of skills, assuming they're going to get stuck with a number of them, they must be able to survive within our society.
Course.
By the way, it is more difficult for people to survive in this country than in the great United States. This is a harsh society right through the Caribbean. Even the memorandum of agreement that we signed back in August of last year, we shared it publicly months ago. This is a prime minister who is taking his commitment to the people seriously, defending the people's interests. And if, raw power and discriminatory action is taken, you can't fault me because I tried.